Well, I should imagine Jeremy Corbyn was probably pleased, because if you're looking at this from a Labour Party perspective or an anti-conservative perspective, Donald Trump obviously is quite a divisive figure here as well as back in the US, and his attack on Jeremy Corbyn, I should think, will not trouble Jeremy Corbyn very much. No, look, in the end, these things are decided by your own electorate.
Do you think the US is as reliable a partner for the UK as perhaps during your time as president?
Look, the problem is, I believe in two things: a strong transatlantic relationship between Europe and America, and a strong bilateral relationship between the UK and America. And if the UK is strong with America, it makes our relationship with Europe better, and also if our relationship with Europe is strong. It's one of the reasons I'm against Brexit. It's much easier to partner the US. So, look, what's happened in the last few years is that there's been a weakening of that transatlantic alliance. I mean, there is obviously a close relationship between the US president and the current British Prime Minister. But these things are not just about the personal relationship. You've got to found that on values, on interests, on a shared sense of where people are going. And I think, look, the worry all the time, I think not just in Europe but outside, is where does the US stand in this slightly difficult space between America first and America alone? So this is and I think one of the things that will be very necessary once we get our election out of the way, once we get Brexit resolved, is that we look at how we revive that transatlantic alliance, because it's hugely important. I mean, I am constantly overwhelmed by the sense of how geopolitics is changing in the world, how the rise of China is going to dominate the 21st century, and the necessity of Europe and America, including the UK, standing together and having a clear view as to how we cope with that huge development in our lifetime is, I think, something that's so important. It needs allies who believe in the same basic democratic systems to stay together.
You built a very close relationship with both presidents during your tenure, and stuck by President Clinton through thick and thin, including during his own impeachment proceedings. As impeachment proceedings loom large for President Trump, should that influence how close a relationship that the UK Prime Minister builds with the US?
No, I think you've got to let US politics... Look, everyone's politics is weird right now. I mean, what happens is, wherever you go anywhere in the world and leaders start talking to each other, you get into a competition as to whose politics is crazier. Now, I always say to people, I think we're ahead, but, it's a lot of people are competing to catch up with us. So, no, whatever happens in US politics, leave that to the US. The relationship between the UK Prime Minister and the US President should always be strong. I mean, one thing I will never criticise Boris Johnson for, even though I disagree with him passionately about Brexit, is having a close relationship with the US President. This is necessary for both our countries.
I spoke to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo a few weeks ago, and we were talking about the infamous Trump-Zelensky phone call. He said, quote, "As recently as yesterday, I had a foreign leader call me seeking to apply pressure to the United States to get us to act in a way that was consistent with what they were trying to do. It's the nature of politics, of power, of foreign interactions, each country trying to act and deliver for its own people." Knowing what we know from the transcript of the call, do you agree with the theme of what Secretary Pompeo said, that is the norm in international relations?
Okay, so one thing I've learned over a long period of time in politics is not to get mixed up in someone else's politics. I've got enough problems back here at home, so we'll leave all these questions around Ukraine and impeachment to American politics, really.